Hey y'all, I wanted to do a little loser support group. It's been a long time since I did one of those videos, but I thought that it was pertinent because I'm struggling with some anxiety. Man, I've got all this anxiety about this new venture, and we're doing our first launch tomorrow morning. And I've done everything I need to do. Everything's ready. Everything's ready. And I'm really scared, you guys. Not of the launch. I mean, I'm not really scared about the launch. I think it's going to go fine. I think it's going to be beautiful. The location is beautiful. I have everything ready. But I've been really scared the last few days. I've really been struggling emotionally with my nervous system. But I've been doing such a good job, too. Like, I got to say, I have to give myself props that despite the fact that I have been utterly terrified, just like so terrified, just anxiety on a level I haven't felt for years, it feels like. And what it really feels like is I'm just like stepping into this new role. And there's a part of me that is like, what are you doing? We can't do this. We can't do things. What are you doing? And I'm just really scared. And I'm also like pretty excited that this is happening tomorrow. And I think I've put too much pressure on myself over the last few days, honestly. Because this is all new to me. This is all new, what I'm navigating, and it's a new way of being for me. And over the past 5 years, man, I've been doing so much internal work. It's been so internal. It's been all sorts of processing and getting through like emotional blockages and stuff. And so now I'm finally at this place where I'm like, yeah, all right, we got this going. Like we're on it. We're going. We've got something in motion. And now it's finally happening, and there's this part of me that's just like, are you sure? Are you sure we don't want to go hide in our cave? Are you sure it's not safer in there? It's not. It's not safer. We've been in there. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel secure. It feels boring. It feels stagnant. It feels like we're not going to go anywhere. It feels like we have no options in the cave. I mean, the cave is great. Don't get me wrong. Like, hermit for life. But, like, I need to upgrade my cave before I can stay there forever. And so I really have been thinking, too, about why is this important to me? Why am I doing this? Why am I creating this kind of a ceremony, this kind of a ritual? Oh my god, my hair is crazy, you guys. I've been working outside all, like, most of the day. But the reason I care about this is because I've lost so many people. I've lost a lot of people. And I've dealt with a lot of hard emotions, and I've been through a lot of hard stuff with a lot of, like, difficult situations. And in this, at least in the communities I find myself in the United States, you know, we don't have a lot of stuff to really represent that. We don't have a lot of rituals, you guys. We don't have a lot of really meaningful rituals. We've got the same old stuff that we always do, the same old stuff that we've always done. And I think it's lost its flavor. And, you know, traditions used to be a little bit more fluid. Before we went writing stuff down and deciding, well, this is definitely how it goes, you know, things shifted. Things need to breathe. And so I want to create something that helps people really mark the occasion of losing someone, and to do something meaningful, to do something energetically powerful or psychologically powerful, even if you're not a woo-woo guy and you don't believe in all of that energy stuff. Science is catching up, though, you know. But it would be so beautiful to me to be able to facilitate a way for people to really grieve properly and then let it go. To facilitate, like, you know, a marking of that occasion. Because life is hard and we have a lot of feelings. You gotta feel a lot of stuff. You have to go through a lot of stuff. And I know that, like, you know, we're not supposed to, in these spiritual circles, you know, you're not supposed to say, oh, well, life is hard. You know, you're supposed to, you know, affirm the positive or whatever. But, like, it is hard. It's been hard for me. It's been hard for me, and I'm learning how to make it not so hard. But part of what I had to do to be able to do this and to be able to navigate these really intense feelings and still be able to carry through what I'm doing and to do the thing I need to do to create this, even with the intensity that I've felt over the last few days, to be able to still do that is so powerful. It really shows that I have grown. I've healed in so many ways. And so I really think, even, you know, I know it's the wish balloon and I'm putting a lot of people's wishes in there. But a big thing that I think I'm sending up with this balloon is I have to let go of those old parts of me that are really scared to move forward. And I have to let go of that. I have to let go of the parts of me that are saying, no, we can't do this. We can't do it. I have to let go of those, because that's not me saying that. Those are people from my past saying that I can't do things, that I'm not capable. And I am capable. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it's really cool. And so I know, you know, I started this series off like, man, hardcore loser support group. Like, you guys remember the first video? I was crying. Now I'm crying again, but it's for, like, different reason. Everything's changed so much since then. And I've experienced such beautiful things, and I'm ready to let the person who thinks that she can't do things go. And I think I'm gonna wish her safe travels in this balloon tomorrow. Wow. I can't tell you how much dang processing I've done the last few days. Like, oh my god. This has been such a crazy few days. And I'm telling you, like, there's a difference. I'm learning there's a difference. You know, I used to make choices out of fear. I'm really well acquainted with making choices out of fear. And now that I see what that looks like, I know what it would look like to make a decision out of fear, and that would be to quit. That would be to, like, say, well, oh, my tummy hurts, so I can't do this. You know, it's like, no, that's crazy. All we're doing is launching a balloon. We can do that. I mean, there's been a lot to it, honestly, way more than I kind of thought there would be. But yeah, no, I've really, maybe you relate, like maybe you can relate. That's the only reason I ever want to do these videos, I guess. I mean, it's embarrassing to cry on the internet, you guys. So I hope that at least some of you feel seen by my tears. But yeah, I didn't know. I thought that I had grown and I was a new person and I was, navigating this world as a new person and I had healed and all that. But boy, it's just sometimes there's these things that occur that really throw you for a loop, and that's where I've been at. I've been thrown for a big emotional loop. Like, I mean, nothing major has occurred otherwise. It's just that suddenly this is happening. Suddenly I'm doing it. And suddenly I'm like, ah! Ah! And the body takes a while to figure out that you're safe. When you're stepping into a new thing. It's like the Fool card. You know, the Fool card in tarot where, the guy, he's stepping off that cliff and he's just like, whatever, I'm stepping off a cliff. And that's what I'm being called to do, really. Is, I mean, not really, I don't know, that sounds dramatic, stepping off a cliff, but like, my body feels like we've stepped off this cliff and that we don't know if there's going to be anything to catch us. But there is. Every day I look around and I'm like, look, body, look, we're caught. We're fine. We're good. We're good, man. And it's taken days. So I guess I kind of just want to say, like, I really want to reiterate that, like, if you're going through a hard time, you're trying to do something new, and you hit this wall of fear and you're like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. We can't do this. I'm going to throw up. We can't do that. My heart is pounding. We can't do that. And you're like scared to death for some reason. Sometimes it's not because you're about to do something scary. I mean, or it's not because you're about to do something wrong. It's not because you're doing something dangerous. It's not because you're endangering yourself. It's because you're stepping into something unknown and new, and you don't know how it's going to go, and you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know how you're going to grow, and you don't know, and the body, the mind, they don't like uncertainty, man. And so when you've said yes with your spirit, God, sometimes the body needs to be dragged along for the ride, and it doesn't like it. But make sure, just know that, like, you're a new person. You're a new person and you do things differently. And you don't make choices out of fear. You feel the fear and you feel it and you say, this is uncomfortable, but I'm going to do what I know is right. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to do what I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to see it through, and I'm going to try, even though I'm scared. And the more I step into the things I'm doing that are scary, and I keep getting, my body just is like, ah, and I keep having to tell myself, it's okay. We're safe. We're safe. And even if your spirit knows this is right, you still have to tell your body that you're safe if you've been through the kind of stuff I've been through. And maybe not everybody has to do that, but that's what I have to do. And I'm just really proud of myself. And so, like, if you're, I know I watch a lot of tarot readers. Well, not a lot. I have a couple of tarot readers, but if you're resonating with this and you're going through the same kind of stuff, we're going to make it. We're gonna be okay. This is like a huge turning point, and we're gonna be okay. And just because it's scary doesn't mean that it's wrong, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Wow, okay. Alright, don't judge me. My eyes get so blue when I'm crying, though. And the other reason I do this is because we need some realness, dang it. We need some realness in this world. Like, real. Like, and this is as real as it gets, yo. There's a squirrel on that tree over there. This is as real as I can get. And so, it's 15:55 on the clock, on the timer. Yeah, thanks. Okay, thanks for sitting here and talking through this with me. And I hope that on some level, you know, if you're feeling the same way, or you're going through similar things, or you're on your own healing journey, I just hope it helps to know that, like, you're not alone. You're not alone. And I think a lot of people, a lot of us, are going through these, like, intense transformations right now. And that's what this really felt like, is like a big and I thought I was already the butterfly. I thought that I had turned to goo and that all that part was over. But man, I guess not. But I made it. I've made it. We're making it. We're doing it. We're doing the things. We're doing the things, and it's going to be beautiful. And I hope that you see how beautiful whatever you're creating is going to be. Because if you're creating something from your heart that you know is important, it's worth putting your energy into. It's worth pushing through the fear. It's worth it. All right, I love you guys. Don't judge me for crying. I'll be okay. We're safe. Happy... Okay, bye.